sound. Today, music teacher is going to be reacting to Kyle's choice. That's right, you might remember last week I had my friend, singer, songwriter, and guitar player, Kyle Walls on the sound. He's back with us again today, and Kyle is going to be introducing what I'm going to be reacting to. Take it away, bro.
All right. So today for this song, Matthew, I'm going to take you to Jamaica, my other island home, one of my favorite places on the planet, one of the coolest places on the planet. And you know what makes this so cool, my friend? The music, man, the culture. You go there, you say, Yaman, Aguan, and it's like you feel like you're in a whole different place called heaven, which is Jamaica on earth. So there's this guy there, Brushy One String. And no big spoiler alert because it's in his name. He has a guitar with one string. And we're just going to see what your reaction does. But he's going to play this song because something about Jamaica is you have that pulse, you have that rhythm, you have that soul, you have that reggae vibe. And there's just something about it that just will speak to you. So this is his song, Chicken in the Corn. Cool. And let's take a look at it and see what you think.
Brushy One String, Chicken in the Corn. Music teacher reacts. Here we go.
All right.
Yeah, man, this is Brushy One String, the only one string guitarist right in and around the world. See, I am what I am. I am the day I am that I am. Exclusive. Sure. Watch this. Hey, you know my name is Brushy One String, you know. I've been to San Francisco, that's where I see my friend Pancho. He said, hey, One String, there's something you got to know, you know. I said, yeah. While we back on San Francisco, that's where we go. We sing this whole country song like this. Chicken in the corn, on the corn can't grow, mama. Hey, when chicken in the corn, on the corn can't grow. Hey, when chicken in the corn, so the corn can't grow, mama. Hey, when chicken in the corn, so the corn can't grow. Hey, young man, we're on San Francisco. Yeah, we have my friend and his name was Pancho. Yeah, he said One String, there's something you got to know. Back on the saddles and the rasses, where we go with some chicken in the corn, on the corn can grow, mama. Hey, when chicken in the corn, so the corn can grow. Hey, when chicken in the corn, on the corn can grow, mama. Hey, when chicken in the corn, so the corn can grow. Hey, don't need to brag, don't need to boast. I can rap before I feel it when I pose to pose. But the music nice, so play them twice. For the girls who screaming out like mass. My name is Brushy, I'm a king of swing. That's a rap your music and to let you sing. No, it doesn't really matter what people wanna say. I rap my music, not on there. Rap my music, not on there. Yeah. When chicken in the corn, so the corn can grow, mama. Yeah, when chicken in the corn, so the corn can grow. Now, chicken in the corn, so the corn can grow, mama. Yeah, when chicken in the corn, so the corn can grow. Yeah. But the music nice, I will play them twice. For the girls are screaming out like mass. My name is Brushy, I'm a king of swing. There's a rapping music and to let you sing. Now it doesn't really matter what people wanna say. I rap my music night and day. Yeah. Rap night and day. When chicken in the corn, mama. Hey, when chicken in the corn, yeah. Get the chicken out your corn, y'all. Get the chicken out your corn, y'all. Chicken in the corn, run, it's on the
Oh, so much fun.
Oh, isn't that awesome? You take that riff And man, something it's got the right tempo, it's got the right vibe, it's fun. It's like, what the heck is chicken? I mean, are they being literal? Does it mean something else? But you don't care, and it's so funny. He's got so much charisma. I love that guy.
Oh
So
man.
yeah, what'd you think of that?
Okay, so he's played it like smooth bass line and percussion both at the same time. At
Yeah,
first, I'm thinking, okay, all right, that's a pretty good groove. All right, and then he comes in with his vocals, and I hear like five different distinct vocal styles coming out of this guy, and I
yeah,
mean, we heard starting off kind of a little bit mellow, sounding traditional Jamaican, sounding kind of talk singy kind of. Then he
yeah,
goes into his chorus, and chicken it's like got a smooth, like soul feeling to it, right? And
yeah,
then he does the straight rap. Right, with the Jamaican style rap going in there and just
yeah,
kicking ass on that. And I mean, I heard some in between vocal stylings, and that's why I mentioned like five. You know what I mean? Because it was like he was blurring the lines between the styles as he was
yeah,
singing. And the best part was that since it had that chorus hook that was just so simple and elegant, easy to sing along with, like
yeah,
in anthemic, because it was easy to sing along with, right?
yeah,
And he had all them guys singing along, even the ones that looked like they didn't sing, they were still like, yeah, like doing
yeah.
something. Like
Oh,
they
it,
were
it grabs
all.
you.
There was that one dude like, wow, up like,
Yeah.
a couple octaves. I'm like, what's that? He was like in nut strapped up mode.
Yeah.
There was that energy there. It's like that needed to be there, man. It was so
Yeah.
awesome. I
It,
miss
wa-
that. I miss just, and I mean, doing gigs, obviously for money, yes. I miss the money. I miss the gigs. I
yeah.
miss the attention. I miss the all of it. But dude, just having an open mic, just sitting around a campfire with a musician, with 6, 8 musicians, like just anything, musical collaboration like that, even if it's just one person with an instrument, and you got a bunch of people just singing along and clapping and just
Yeah.
being involved with it. That energy, I mean, it live streaming. I just did a live stream yesterday. That was pretty cool, but it's not the same energy. It's fun and it's cool and it's really
Yeah.
neat to see their comments and talk to people back and get the exchange going on. But man, I miss gigging. And like that was just such a fun vibe. Like you could just tell
Oh
that
yeah.
every single person there was just they were just totally into that shit.
Oh yeah, totally. And talking about like live streaming and stuff, that video to me, I remember the first time I saw it, the energy, it just jumps right out at you. I mean, and I love Jamaican kind of style music and stuff. I'm I don't know, just a big fan. It's so pure, it's so raw. Like you're saying, everyone's jumping around, and people whoo getting into it. That is so much fun. And for me, watching that through the screen, it made me want to go back to Jamaica as soon as I can. Sometime it might be another year or two. But man, I mean, I just love that so much. That groove, that vibe, that rhythm. Man, it just it gets me. You know?
Yeah, it almost felt to me like just that raw emotion inspired, like you know I mean, I guess inspired in my imagination, I'm thinking of like slave chants or whatever. You'd had the people that were
Yeah,
working in the fields and they were singing while they were working, or working on the railroad, right? I've been working on the railroad. There's a reason why that song came about, right? Because you had hundreds of guys and
yeah,
they were all singing that shit just to pass the freaking time while they were doing it. And so you got this guy that he's just like leading this whole little group of these guys, and I mean he was 90% of it. But then there was still
yeah,
that other 10% of collaboration, where if it had just been him, it still would have been really good, right?
yeah.
But when you added in that whole vibe of like it became a party.
Yeah. Well, and like since I've seen that one before to share with you, I love watching the people in the background. Like right away, there's a guy off to the headstock of his guitar, that part of the screen, and he starts doing this little hand dance, with his fingers. It's so cool because it's like you can tell it's like, oh yeah, this is our jam. Here's another one. And that is so cool to see because all that love coming through and watching this guy play and do his thing. That's so awesome.
Yeah, he was inspiring. It's
Yeah.
just such a good energy. It was
Yeah.
so welcoming. It's very
Yeah, and
welcoming energy.
I forget the date on that video, but he's done some other things too. He has, of course, some other songs, but he was on the NPR Tiny Desk thing sometime in the last couple years, and it was interesting to see him in that environment instead. He tells a really cool story about why he plays a guitar with one string too, and there's a lot of religious significance, which is really cool to hear him talk about it. Because he's just so singular with his passion, for what he's doing. And I mean, and it's taken him somewhere. It's awesome to see. It's good to see someone follow their passion like that, and just be true with their heart and everything that they got. It's really inspiring.
It is inspiring. It's sort of like it's sort of like the opposite of like, instead of like Elite Bata or like Tommy Emmanuel or like some of these other virtuosic fingerstyle players that your Chet Atkins did, like bring just so many elements to music at the same time. It's so intricate and beautiful. Like he had the opposite type of beauty from the minimalism, the simplicity of it, created this groove, and then that groove reeled you in such a way that then he could just, with his voice, just totally just own and just, just keep you there, and it propel you to want to sing along. Every time that chorus came back in, it was like jerking at your heart. It's like, come on, sing too. Come on. This is easy. Yeah. Come on, you know this by now.
Yeah. Well, and to me, what I love a lot about Jamaican music and stuff like that is it seems that often a lot of it has blueprint aspects. And think about this for a second, that whenever people go to record a song, you're working in a studio producing it, you try to make it, quote, radio friendly, even though radio is kind of a weird metaphor anymore, meaning like every 20-30 seconds a new instrument comes in, something dips out, you change up the music to keep the listener interested. And what you mentioned about that dude changing his voice, having different types of vocal delivery, it's the same thing. That's the blueprint, kind of like King Tubby in the 70s, DIY studio, kind of inventing cut and paste. I mean, literally, and remixing stuff, that kind of got its way into New York, et cetera, et cetera. I mean, that type of blueprint setting is just so awesome. I mean, I'm getting goosebumps and stuff because I have to chase my cat away.
Well, that's the ancient blueprint of what we're doing right now. I mean,
exactly.
We're just accessing somebody else's video and then, putting ourselves on it small so people can see, how we look as we're watching it. And then, talking about it a lot afterwards and, of course, introducing it at the beginning. But I just love the sound. It's such a fun show to do. Now that I got my tech right and I don't have to like worry about whether my computer is going to fail me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? All I got to do is just give it a fresh start, give it like 3 minutes to do its thing, and then it works. I actually got a gaming computer because it was like probably about $500 cheaper to get a new gaming computer rather than like one that's like for music or for video or whatever. Like, you're approaching the iMac price point really quick when you get to that specialty thing. But then like this gaming computer works great.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I need to get a new computer for my studio audio video stuff. And that's a good idea, to look at gaming, because the video card kind of helps, stuff like this and things. So
I also got a new Wi-Fi router for the house, and I'm running Ethernet. I love it.
That is cool. That does help. Yes.
The gods gods of Ethernet are smiling on us.
Yes. Wait. We need to make an Ethernet gent riff. Just gent, Ethernet. Gent.
Well,
That's such a dumb joke, but
into paying for the gigabyte service, so we might as well have a piece of machinery that can do it. Anyway, we kind of going on a big old tangent here, but I've really enjoyed Brushy One String. And what was it? Chicken in the Corn? Was that what it called? Man,
chicken in the corn.
Chicken in the corn.
So the corn can grow.
So the corn can grow. Okay. All right. All right. That's awesome. All right. Well, everybody, make sure you check out my co-host here, Kyle Walls. He's got a YouTube channel and a Patreon. This is a great guy. He does all kinds of really cool music-related interactive content, putting out videos at least every week. We've got the sound here is uploading daily. It's insane. Thank you for all your comments, all your likes, shares, and subscriptions, and keep them coming by liking, sharing, and subscribing right now if you have not already. And make sure that you guys check out my Patreon, patreon.com/Matthews Music Lesson Studio. Patrons get 10 times voting power when it comes to suggesting songs for me to cover, songs for me to react to, and all kinds of that great stuff. So remember, Patreon and MatthewsMusicLessonStudio.com, where you can get lessons from me. That's right, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you, Kyle, on the sound.
All right, thanks, man.